Alright, I want to show you a pretty cool product from our friends in France at Y-Shot. So the Y-Shot Slingshot that we carry here on Simple Shot is also capable of shooting arrows with this little adapter. So I'm going to show you today how this adapter goes on, and we're going to do some shooting. So first off, you want to determine whether you're a right or left-handed shooter. If you're a right-handed shooter, meaning that you hold the slingshot in your left hand, we're going to use archery terminology here, then you would want to have the adapter on the lower fork. Really simple, that's how this goes on. Today we've got this slingshot set up with 1745 tubes, just so it's got a little bit more power for shooting arrows. But to put this on, you don't need to take the bands completely off. Simply bring up the bands on that left fork. First hole is large enough to accept the rubber and the ball. Might help to use a pair of needle nose pliers. So the top band is going to slide into that top slot, like that. In the bottom tube, is going to slip into the bottom slot. Then when you seat this back in place, you've got your arrow rest set right up. So the idea here is the arrow sits right there, draw back, and let her rip. So one thing I like to do when shooting arrows, if you're not going to make a dedicated nock for your arrow out of maybe a golf tee or a wooden ball, I just simply punch two holes, extra holes in my pouch. So I've got a hole punch here. I'm just going to come down about midway in the pouch after I've got it folded. And punch two holes so they're in the same spot. Then what I'm going to do is just take a piece of paracord. You might want to take the mantle, or leave the mantle, take the innards out of the paracord. I'm just going to use a full-size piece here. We simply run that through, and we're just going to tie an overhand knot in the back. I leave it long so I can do a little adjustment, because we'll have two ways in which we can use this for shooting arrows. Alright, so I've got an overhand knot here. You might want to choose here how long you want it to be. You can either put your fingers in there as such and draw like that, or you can pinch the knot. If you choose to pinch the knot, you might want to make it a little bit closer. I'm going to set it up so I can put two fingers inside of the loop. Now the way this works is on the inside, this bit is where it accepts the knock. This works really well. Quick addition, and then if you want to use this for shooting ball bearing ammo, you can simply take the piece of paracord off. So let's take it out, do a little shooting, see how it shoots. Alright, so we're going to do a little shooting with the Y-Shot and the arrow adapter. So today we're shooting a full-length 320 grain carbon arrow. So that's 320 grains with the field point. So actually probably a little bit heavy for this setup. We're shooting 1745 tube, which is the Simple Shot 1745 for the 28 to 30 inch draw length. All we've done is cut those loop tubes and inserted the ball bearings in there and set it up to use the arrow adapter. So do a little shooting. We just ran it through the Crony. We were averaging 125 to 130 feet per second for the 320 grain arrow, which isn't too bad considering we've got so little rubber here. So let's just give it a few shots and see how it works. And again, I am using the paracord here, and I mentioned that you can remove the 7 strands of cord from the inside and just use the mantle. Pretty good. So definitely not a hunting rig, but it is a fun way to shoot arrows. Really quick to get this on and off. Neat little adapter, so it makes this pocket slingshot into a pocket arrow shooter. Probably not something you want to hunt with. I'm sure you could put much heavier bands on here. But as far as a target shooter, a lot of fun. Cool little adapter. Check it out at simpleshot.com. Thanks for taking a look.